Ladies and gentlemen, the Linda Mwananchi team went to Homabay for their normal tours that they conduct across the country. And from that particular visit, there are a number of things that we witnessed. Cruel deaths were witnessed in Homabay County. Both male and female killed, others through machetes, others through gunshots, and others through injuries of various kinds. Destruction of property took place, where we had cars being burnt, where we had hotels like Seasons Hotel, where we had people going there, tourist hotel, where people going there and took things from there, and the approximate cost was about 30 million. And we saw the workers there crying that now it's like the work or maybe the employment has come to an end. We had injuries. There were ladies who were running for help, cut with pangas, running for their lives. Goons were captured on camera, blocking roads, others ready to encounter. Before they did the destruction, they were seen live on cameras. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what happened in Homabay County. Today here we want to talk about this sad story with the Monitor 254. Bro, thank you so much once again. I don't know how you're going to hold yourself talk about this, because it was a sad story. It was a sad incident in Homabay.
It's a very, very, very sad situation. It's a very sad story. And now I've got another story from Natembeas. And it's just sad. And I think such things happen where there is no government. In countries where there is no government.
People cut, being beaten.
It's as if Kenya, we don't have a government. I was talking with a friend of mine who lives in Homabay. And told me that day the government was suspended in Homabay and goons were the ones ruling in Homabay. And
it's a sad story.
It's traumatizing to see the images.
A woman running away.
A woman running away wanakatwa na panga.
A woman.
Gari yako inaharibiwa, inakatwa tires, vioo chini, ukienda kuuliza pangale. Mmoja na mguu. Shoka, natolewa mguu.
Do you think Baba's presence prevented the character? I mean, it prevented this kind of acts. Do you think it's Baba missing? That's why we are experiencing this.
You know, Jacom was the chief goon.
Oh.
Raila Odinga himself was the chief goon, but now his goonism had limits. Goonism ya Raila ilikuwa hawezi ongea hapo. They will just disrupt your rally and you will not talk. You see? But the funny thing, even when Raila Odinga was alive, Ruto went to Kisumu and campaigned.
Yes.
Peacefully. Ruto in 2022. Uhuru went to Kisumu in 2017 and he campaigned. But I don't know what's wrong this time. Then it tells Jacom was a good man
who was being backed by bad people.
No.
People in Kaluma, they used to speak positive of Baba. Now was there the ideal of Baba where you tell people go to the hotels?
I can't recognize my party. ODM.
Sure, you can't recognize it.
As a former member of ODM.
Imepotea.
Funny thing is that after finishing school, it was after the 2022 elections, when Baba was visiting the counties, when he came to Nyamira, is when I registered as an ODM member. Jacom could convince you that you have to register
as an ODM member.
As an ODM member. Not just the support of saying an ODM, but you must register
and be a member.
As a member of ODM. Why? Because of what ODM stood for. Democracy, human rights, freedom of speech, one Kenya. That this country, you can go any place in Kenya and say what you want to say as long as it's within the law, it's not inciting, as long as you are just going to share your ideology with other people, as long as it's within the Republic of Kenya. But now what our brothers from Homabay are doing is out of the world.
And to make matters funny, it is not Akisi who went there. We say this is tribalism. It's not a Kikuyu who went there. We say this is tribalism.
I saw the list.
Where lose.
Now, I saw the list. It's Ouma Otieno, Mera Adhiambo. It's Luos.
Beating each other, cutting each other like fish.
And bana, hao wanasiasa wa Luo Nyanza, I don't know how we are going to go into the 2027 election. If someone who's vying for presidency can come to your county and his convoy, inaweza fanyiwa hivyo. Can you imagine someone opposing Opondo Kaluma in Homabay to unseat him from the MP seat?
Not safe.
Someone trying to unseat Gladys Wanga.
These are not people vying for any governor seat.
Can you imagine how to see local politics ya sijui MP,
but they are facing this kind
ama
of
governor,
hooliganism.
but they are facing this. Can you imagine sasa ule mtu ataenda kubishana na Wanga huko kwa governor na Kaluma MP?
In that point, on that point of Wanga,
Now,
as a woman, do you think we've lost the maadili ya Kiafrika? Because it's shocking that it's a woman who is in charge and kids of other women are being murdered.
You know, our grandfathers used to say that women should not lead, and we thought they were foolish, but with the time, look at Homabay, look at the MP for Thika constituency. What's her name? The one who sent goons to attack Gachagwa's rally the other day. Look at Susan Kihika. Look at people like Donya Toto. Look at the women rep for anaitwa gani huko Garissa, ni Garissa ama Wajia, who was saying hii kura tutajaza.
Look at Elachi. Piga.
That was Morara Kebasha. Look at all these women leaders.
The women leaders have failed us.
Have failed. They have totally failed.
Even if some of them, for the ones we will not mention the names, they see their fellow women practicing Goonism and they don't speak. We've had people like Charity Ngilu who have led
now,
this country.
the few who speak, they are being intimidated that they will be removed as a minority whip, Millie Adhiambo, from the National Assembly, just for calling out what happened in Homabay.
So sad.
What happened in Homabay is disturbing. To be honest, I don't even have the energy to analyze the situation as I would have done it, because I've just seen the photos some minutes ago and I'm trying to
have that picture.
Yeah, but now my biggest issue is, where was the government? Okay, it has already happened. What has the government done? And the sad thing is that Opondo Kaluma has just called for a presser, and said sijui Babu, sijui Orengo should not be seen in Homabay, that what was Songo doing in Homabay. This is Kenya.
Those are not the questions to develop at this particular
Can
point.
you imagine the government has not acted? It's 2 days. That thing happened in Sunday, right? Monday is over. To an extent that on Tuesday, that still Kina Kaluma can come and comment. And they don't regret what happened there. And we have a government. And we are heading into the 2007 elections.
With this kind of a thing happening.
With this kind of things happening. And you saw the UN giving an advisory that the rate of 2007 post-election violence happening in 2027 is at 84%. With what happened in Homabay, I can tell you it's 90% or 95%.
So we are not heading to the right direction?
Trust me, if we continue this way, where people believe that if you don't come from Homabay, you should not go to Homabay.
So sad.
That if you are not a Luo, or if you are against President William Ruto, you should not go to Homabay. But the funny thing is that when you talk with people from Homabay kwa ground, most of them don't support William Ruto. It's just a cabal of leaders who want to force their way in because they know they have been surviving under Raila.
You know, what is shocking me is that these are our supporters of Baba, all of them.
That's why I tell you.
Now others feel that they're better or privileged than the others.
No.
How could you plan for Orengo for such a kind of a thing? Babu Wino,
one of the brightest sons of Luoland is James Orengo. He has always stood with Luos when they are being charged in court for goon issues, destruction during demos. Orengo ndo alikuwa anaenda koti anawatoa. What is happening now? That, can you imagine Luoland has gone back from having leaders like Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Raila Odinga, Orengo in parliament, someone like Anyang' Nyong'o, people with the brains, Beatrice Ogola, the MP for, I think it was Kisumu East back then, to having people like Wanga, Opondo Kaluma, Dags, people like Jalango, that hao sasa ndo viongozi wa Wajaluo.
Luo is losing it. The Luo Nyanza, it's losing it.
I tell you what's going to happen to Luos hapa mbele. I think we better do a different video on that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the saddest video I've ever done in my entire podcast as Mokwa Times, or whichever platform I have ever been, where you're talking about deaths, leaders coming out not even sorry to the families back in the villages. Not even the governor of Homabay County feels sorry, especially being a mother. It is just kufa ka unataka, ka will leave you. So sad. See you next time. Thank you.